Hey everyone! I hope everyone is having a great day and that everything is going well for you. In this video, we'll look at what happens when a very self-centered person finds out that you have turned your back on them totally. In what way do they respond when they know they are lying and trying to trick you? What do you think they think? This part of the piece will talk about how narcissists usually act when they find out that you have moved on with your life and aren't playing their games anymore. Here, we'll talk about some of the most common things that happen when narcissists realize they can't talk to or contact you anymore. These two things will happen. They will either let you go or try to get back into your life. The kind of care they had for you and the question of whether they will miss you now that you're living your life. Stay with me, because I'm about to tell you what narcissists will do when they know they've lost you for good. That's why you should stay put. What do narcissists do when they realize they can't get you back? There are many possible answers, so you should be ready for them all. Because they count on other people to meet their emotional needs, narcissists don't like the thought of losing people. Other people take care of their mental needs. Their wants and needs are dependent on how well they can get attention and approval. The breakdown of this happens when they lose someone, and as a result, they are very sad because they have lost someone who made them feel good about themselves. It's possible that their anger will grow when they realize that you won't be giving them that proof anymore. They are very afraid of being turned down because their sense of self-worth depends on being liked all the time. Narcissists are very afraid of being turned down. They will miss you a lot because you gave them more time, care, and patience than anyone else. Because of this, they are so upset that they lost you. The damage this loss has caused is so great that it would be hard for them to ignore it. Instead, they could use one of two simple strategies that are open to them. It's normal for narcissists to try to get your attention in stages so that they can keep your attention. There's no guarantee that they want to fix the link. Instead, they're trying to get your attention at the start of the process. They want you to join their system again so that you can do what they need without having to do anything else. To get you to forget about the dishonest things they were doing, they want to take you back in time. They want to reach this goal. When they say they can't do anything without you or talk about how they can improve themselves, they are just trying to get back in charge of the situation. You have no reason to believe them when they say they have changed. They are saying what they believe in the hopes that you will return to the area of power that they used to control. Always be on the lookout and be able to describe their strategies as what they are. For the purpose of tarnishing your reputation, narcissists will adopt a wide range of dishonest methods. It is possible that they will insult you, spread harmful tales, and behave in a manner that causes people to have a bad opinion of you. These are all things that they may do. Resentful that you have been aware of their deceptions, they are acting in this manner because they are seeking payback for the fact that you have become aware of them. Establishing firm limits and remaining vigilant are two things that should be done in order to deal with this problem. The fact that they have altered their means does not affect the reality that their ultimate goal, which is to exert control and manipulate others, has not become different. Avoid putting anything else ahead of your own health at all times. When narcissists seek payback, it is often not because they are embarrassed, but rather because they feel rejected or abandoned when they do so. This emotion is the driving force behind their actions. For the purpose of destroying your reputation and avoiding taking responsibility for the dissolution of the relationship, they will spread lies in order to get out of taking blame for it. For the purpose of gaining the upper hand, they can even choose to say that you are suffering from a mental disorder in some circumstances. People who are narcissistic and preoccupied with maintaining a mask of perfection will commonly turn to removing you from their life as a means of bringing extra pain to themselves and others. This is because they believe that removing you from their lives would make them feel better. Their activities are designed to generate emotions of shame and self-doubt in you, with the objective of increasing the possibility that you would join in efforts to reconcile, while at the same time they continue to cause problems and further their own agendas by doing so at the same time. It is via this manipulation that they are able to satiate their demand for control and confirmation, which in turn further amplifies the emotional misery that they cause. In the event that a narcissist observes that you are progressing in your life, it is of the utmost importance that you switch your focus to your own personal growth rather than getting engaged in the deceptive games that they are playing. Instead than concentrating your efforts on the acts of other people or trying to persuade other people to see things from your perspective, you should make your own development a greater priority than the actions of other people. In order to proceed with your journey towards self-improvement, it is necessary for you to make an investment in both your mental and physical health. The fact that they are making an effort to undermine you should not be your primary concern. Rather, your advancement and well-being should be your top interest. In order to properly understand narcissists, it is necessary to accept that they are not likely to adjust to new situations. They continue to engage in the same patterns of behavior despite the fact that they are aware that their behaviors are damaging. This is due to the fact that they are deeply ingrained in the patterns and because they seek to advance their own preferences. Through the process of gaining a knowledge of this reality, you will be better able to let go of the past and focus on the future. It is important to acknowledge that the actions they take are a manifestation of their own issues, and not of your actions or achievements. The problems they are experiencing are reflected in their actions. That you are a part of this community is something that we are thankful for. My upcoming videos will feature new stuff, and I can't wait to share it with you today. I will see you the next time we get together, so until then, I will take care of you.
Welcome back to our channel. Today, we're diving deep into a topic that affects many people but is often misunderstood: narcissistic victim syndrome. If you've ever felt constantly doubting yourself, isolated, or like you've lost your sense of identity after being in a relationship, you might be experiencing NVS. In this video, we'll uncover 20 signs that you might be a victim of narcissistic abuse, helping you to recognize and validate your experiences. We'll also discuss the causes of NVS, shedding light on the manipulative tactics narcissists use to control and belittle their victims. Most importantly, we'll share practical steps you can take towards recovery, empowering you to rebuild your self-esteem, set healthy boundaries, and reconnect with your true self. Whether you're seeking to understand your own experiences or support a loved one, this video aims to provide clarity and hope. So, stay tuned as we explore the complexities of narcissistic victim syndrome and offer a path to healing and reclaiming your life. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more insightful content on mental health and personal growth. Let's get started. Narcissistic victim syndrome is a relatively new term used to describe the psychological and emotional toll on individuals who have endured narcissistic abuse. While not officially recognized as a distinct medical condition, the effects of narcissistic abuse are very real and can severely impact a person's mental health and well-being. This video delves into the 20 signs that may indicate you have NVS and provides insights into the path to recovery. Understanding narcissistic victim syndrome. Narcissistic victim syndrome refers to a collection of symptoms and emotional turmoil experienced by those who have been subjected to narcissistic manipulation and abuse. Narcissists often employ tactics like gaslighting, manipulation, and emotional abuse to control their victims. This constant manipulation can erode the victim's sense of self, leaving them feeling confused, worthless, and disconnected from their true identity. Causes of narcissistic victim syndrome. The causes of NVS are rooted in the abusive behavior of narcissists. Narcissists tend to have an inflated sense of self-importance and a deep need for admiration. They lack empathy and often exploit others to achieve their own ends. Victims of narcissists can be anyone, but they often possess traits like empathy, sensitivity, and a tendency to put others before themselves. These traits make them susceptible to narcissistic manipulation. 20 signs of narcissistic victim syndrome. 1. Constant self-doubt. Victims of narcissistic abuse often doubt their own thoughts, feelings, and perceptions. Narcissists are adept at making their victims question their reality through gaslighting, a form of psychological manipulation that causes the victim to doubt their own sanity. 2. Feeling isolated. Narcissists often isolate their victims from friends, family, and support networks. This isolation reinforces the narcissist's control and leaves the victim feeling alone and unsupported. 3. Loss of self-esteem. Constant criticism, belittling, and devaluation by a narcissist can significantly damage a victim's self-esteem. Over time, the victim may begin to believe they are unworthy or incapable. 4. Anxiety and depression. Living in a constant state of manipulation and emotional abuse can lead to chronic anxiety and depression. Victims may feel an overwhelming sense of dread and hopelessness. 5. Guilt and shame. Narcissists are skilled at shifting blame onto their victims, making them feel responsible for the narcissist's behavior. This can lead to intense feelings of guilt and shame. 6. Fear of abandonment. Narcissists often use the threat of abandonment to control their victims. This fear can become ingrained, causing the victim to stay in the abusive relationship out of fear of being alone. 7. Difficulty making decisions. Victims may struggle to make decisions due to constant second-guessing and fear of making the wrong choice. The narcissist's manipulation often leads to a loss of trust in one's own judgment. 8. Over-accommodation. In an effort to keep the peace, victims may go out of their way to accommodate the narcissist's needs and demands, often at the expense of their own well-being. 9. Loss of identity. Victims of narcissistic abuse often lose touch with their own identity. They may feel like they have become a mere extension of the narcissist, losing sight of their own desires, interests, and values. 10. Physical symptoms. Chronic stress and emotional turmoil can manifest in physical symptoms such as headaches, digestive issues, and sleep disturbances. These symptoms can be a direct result of the constant emotional abuse. 11. Hypervigilance. Victims often become hypervigilant, constantly on edge and anticipating the next abusive episode. This heightened state of alertness can be exhausting and debilitating. 12. Avoidance of conflict. To avoid further abuse, victims may become overly compliant and avoid conflict at all costs. This can lead to a loss of autonomy and self-respect. 13. Emotional numbness. To cope with the constant emotional abuse, victims may become emotionally numb. This detachment can make it difficult to experience joy or connection with others. 14. Chronic fatigue. The mental and emotional strain of dealing with a narcissist can lead to chronic fatigue. Victims often feel drained and exhausted, with little energy for daily activities. 15. Perfectionism. Narcissists often have unrealistic expectations, leading their victims to strive for perfection in an attempt to gain approval. This can result in an unhealthy obsession with being perfect. 16. Trust issues. After being manipulated and betrayed by a narcissist, victims often struggle to trust others. This can affect their ability to form healthy relationships in the future. 17. Flashbacks. Victims may experience flashbacks of traumatic events, reliving the emotional pain and distress caused by the narcissist. These flashbacks can be triggered by seemingly innocuous events. 18. People-pleasing behavior. In an effort to avoid conflict and gain approval, victims may develop people-pleasing behaviors. This can lead to a loss of personal boundaries and an inability to assert oneself. 19. Dependence on validation. Narcissists often withhold validation and approval, making their victims dependent on their praise. This dependence can persist even after the relationship ends, leading to a constant need for external validation. 20. Difficulty moving on. Even after leaving the narcissistic relationship, victims may find it challenging to move on. The psychological scars left by the narcissist can take time to heal, and recovery may be a long process. Steps to recovery. Recovery from narcissistic victim syndrome is possible, but it requires time, effort, and support. Here are some steps to help you on your journey to healing. 1. Seek professional help. A therapist or counselor experienced in dealing with narcissistic abuse can provide valuable support and guidance. 2. Educate yourself. Learning about narcissistic abuse and its effects can help you understand your experiences and validate your feelings. 3. Rebuild self-esteem. Engage in activities that make you feel good about yourself and help rebuild your sense of worth. 4. Set boundaries. Establish and enforce healthy boundaries to protect yourself from further abuse. 5. Reconnect with support networks. Rebuild relationships with friends and family who can offer support and understanding. 6. Practice self-care. Prioritize your physical and emotional well-being through activities like exercise, meditation, and hobbies. 7. Challenge negative thoughts. Work on challenging and changing negative thought patterns instilled by the narcissist. 8. Join support groups. Connecting with others who have experienced similar abuse can provide a sense of community and understanding. 9. Focus on personal growth. Use this experience as an opportunity for personal growth and self-discovery. 10. Be patient. Recovery is a process, and it's important to be patient with yourself as you heal. Conclusion. Narcissistic victim syndrome is a serious and often misunderstood condition. Recognizing the signs and understanding the impact of narcissistic abuse is the first step toward healing. If you or someone you know is experiencing these symptoms, seeking help and support is crucial. Remember, recovery is possible, and you deserve to reclaim your life and well-being. Thank you for watching and taking the time to learn about narcissistic victim syndrome. Recognizing the signs of NVS is the first step toward reclaiming your life and mental well-being. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and share it with others who might benefit from this information. Remember, recovery is a journey, and seeking professional help, setting healthy boundaries, and reconnecting with supportive people are essential steps toward healing. We hope this video has provided you with valuable insights and practical advice. For more content on mental health, personal growth, and healing from toxic relationships, make sure to subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell so you never miss an update. If you have any questions or need further support, leave a comment below, and we'll do our best to help. You're not alone in this, and with the right support and resources, you can overcome the effects of narcissistic abuse and move toward a healthier, happier future. Thanks again for watching, and take care of yourself. See you in the next video.
Hey everyone.